Good morning. So today's project, well, you have an idea what it's about because you probably saw the thumbnail. I wasn't going to film this project at all because it's one of the projects that's not on my priority list, but then I said, why not film it? Because I know I'm gonna work on it today and then I probably won't come back to it like 2-3 weeks later because it's not on the top of my list. But I'm gonna just go ahead and start getting an idea how many posts that I need for this project. In the shop getting my safari hat because it's a hot one today. Just made this purchase here. Yeah, I needed some good reliable walkies because been doing attic work, and just in case I pass out up there, the wife can call me and ask me, hello, are you okay? If I don't respond, and she's coming up in the attic to see if I'm okay, because it's hot, and when it's hot outside, it is ultra hot in that attic. As you can see, even the girls are hot. They're trying to stay cool, playing in the soil. So let me jump over this fence here, make sure I don't ruin the wife's garden. As you can see, we have a mess here. But here's the fence that I started. Today what I'll be doing is just trying to figure out how many posts I'm going to need to get to the other end. So this is the area that's the closest to the road. I'm pretty sure you could probably hear the cars going by. I'll probably do 2 more privacy fence with links, maybe 3. I'm not sure yet. Then we're going to do going all the way, probably a good maybe 20 feet or more garden box. So what I'll do today is just clean up a little bit more of that brush and stuff that we cut off from those pine trees. So I made this purchase some time back and I'm now able to use it. This end here, you could stick it to your post or nail it in and then walk with it to the opposite side and get your measurements. So I'm also looking for my string line. I think the last time we had it, my wife used it out here in the woods. Hopefully I can find it. I think I see it down there, but let me go ahead and lift these up because I know the deers are out there, and when there's deers, there's ticks. I'm hoping not to get poison ivy. Okay, I see it now. See this bag here? I'm curious how this got here. It's not mine, and it was definitely not there. We spotted a homeless person that was living out here, but that person is no longer here, so unless that was theirs, probably, I don't know. Okay, here's my string line. And I'm not surprised that there was someone living out there because the railroad tracks are on the other side of the creek. So sometimes you get homeless people that are traveling from state to state and they hitch a ride on the railroads. That's how they make it from one state to another. So I guess the person was just on their way and just didn't want to carry whatever that is in that bag. But I don't know. I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it. I'm just gonna wait till I got masks and gloves, because I don't know what it is and I don't want to find out what it is. Yeah, that'll be a mystery. Maybe I'll do a short on whatever or whenever I remove that. I don't know. Back to the video. That's what we want, nice and tight. forget to mention it's 102 today. So taking a little break, drinking some blended watermelon here. Yeah, I don't even think I ate today. Yes, I did. I had 2 eggs this morning. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get ready to burn some of this, but the only thing is it's so hot and dry out here. I have to monitor it. Anytime you're burning and it's really dry, keep your eye on the flames, keep your eye on those ambers, and have water near you, water hose or a hand pump, something. You just can't let it burn and walk away and think everything's gonna be okay, because a fire can start like that where you don't want the fire. Just keep that in mind. That is hot. Okay, I've been about 3 hours now just cleaning. So it's looking good. Still got more to go. Here's the area I've been working in. I still have this pile and this pile. Just so you know, for every link, it's around $200. That's including the stain, sealer, and cement for the posts. So since I want 1, 2, 3 more, it's gonna run me about $600. That's pretty pricey, and that's because I'm going with these deck boards, because I just want this to last for a very long time. But for this side, for the garden box with some regular cedar fence boards, I have one under the shed here. Well, I have 2 under the shed here. These are under $2 a piece. As for the deck boards, they were, I believe, close to $9 a piece when I purchased those. Hopefully the price has gone down since then. I had to stop what I was doing outside to make dinner for the kids. Here's some steak. Right now I'm just staining all of our posts. I have 8 posts right now, and these are 4x4. And my wife's digging out all the holes for the post. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some math to see how much material I'm going to need. What I'm going to do is just cement these posts in, at least these 3 for now. Well, the 3 is all I can do because I only have 3 bags. This is what I use, fast setting. I do have other videos doing this, like when I built this privacy fence right here. The reason why I want to do this now, these 3, because I don't want to continue digging more holes, and I'm not trying to twist an ankle. And it is very hot out here today. At least I'm getting a little bit of shade. As you can see, I got 50-50 sun and shade. Just picked up 5 more bags and the boards. As you can see, I started already. So my goal is to get this one in, and this one in this area as well. I'm almost done. I just need one more at the bottom, but I need to cut this one in an angle with the circular saw. But I need to take a break because I feel like I jumped in a swimming pool. I'm just soaking wet in sweat, so I need to go drink some water. Don't want to get a heat stroke out here. It's the next morning and it is already super hot right now. I already took a trip to Lowe's. I purchased more material here. Good morning, ladies. So we decided that we're going to continue the fencing up to here. Well, the privacy fencing. Reason why we decided to go a little more further, because once we build our shed here, we're thinking of adding a deck, just a extra little hangout area, because these trees do give a lot of nice shade. So enough talking, let me go get this miter saw out of the shop. Okay, off camera I got these two bottom pieces in that I had to cut in these awkward angles there. In my other privacy fence video I show exactly how I did that, but basically I just take my measurement from here, and then where the board no longer fits, I take that measurement. Like here was 3 inches, then right there where the board no longer fit was 17 inches. I just drew a line with my level and cut it with the circular saw. But if you need to see what I'm talking about, yeah, you could just go over to my privacy fence video and you'll see exactly how I'm doing that. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it's about to rain. And it's messed up because I'm ready to work. Even though it's humid, it's sticky, but I really wanted to get this done today. I hear a little bit of thunder, but I'm hoping it holds off, because I would really like to get this done. If not, if it starts pouring, I'm going to have to close this up and try to run with it. And it's not easy moving that. That's a little over 300 pounds there. Well, the rain came down. Got the canopy up for now and everything got wet, but I'm gonna continue working. This area is still nice and dry because of the trees right here. But the show must go on. It's the next day and I'm done with the fencing. I got soaking wet yesterday, but I put everything up against the fence because this area stood pretty much dry. These fence staples here, I got them on clearance at Lowe's last year. I wasn't sure would I need them, but they were $1 a box. I bought 7 boxes, and guess what? I need them now. Sometimes it's worth looking at the clearance at Lowe's, but a lot of the times they overprice the clearance stuff. It's like I might as well pay regular price if the box was already open. But $1 a box of these, that's a steal. Now here's the cattle fencing. We have 1, 2, 3 here. We have another one down there. These are 16 footers, and I did purchase these at the Tractor Supply. It wasn't fun getting them on the top of the rack of my truck. We have now all the cattle fencing now, and we're just trying to kind of figure out the next step. For the garden box, we are using pallets. These are food grade pallets. What I'll be doing is basically just trying to get them all lined up, going straight down in a perfect level line. And of course I'll be using the laser level to make sure I get this right. But if you don't have a laser level, then you could just use a nice long 4-foot level, at least a 4-foot level. This one here is a 6-foot level. I think I paid $22 at Harbor Freight for this. And to be honest, the DeWalt level, it is basically the same thing. But this one just is labeled as Pittsburgh. I have the whole back in now with all the skids here. My wife started putting this cloth here. It was a lot more work than I thought because the ground isn't level, but with the laser level, oh, it just made life easier. Now here's where we left off yesterday. It's looking good today. I'm going to work on the top. I'll be running my top boards across all the way down until I get to the end. Then I'll bring a board coming straight down. Then we'll decide how far out we're going with the garden box. But so far so good. It's coming along. A lot more work than I thought it was going to be, because we are going with a pretty nice size here. So let's see how long this garden box is. 31 feet and 2 inches. Yeah, I would say that is a very long garden box. So we picked up more material, and these are the dog ear boards, which I will be cutting this piece off. And then we'll kind of figure out how we're staggering these. But for now, at the bottom I have 8 footers, and that's what I'll be using at the top. I wanted to pick up some 12 footers, but they didn't have them in stock, so I had to pick up what they had available. Just want to show you what I did yesterday before I had to stop because it started raining. looking like a hot mess, but it's gonna come together when I'm done. And at the end over here, you can probably get a better idea what the front is going to eventually look like. Have this area pretty much done, except for the top piece is not nailed in, and then there's the front will start from here. Like, it'll be pretty much like this once it's all nailed in, but it's coming along. This morning I couldn't work on it because we had some central air problems, of course. I just have one more piece of skid to put in here, then I can start connecting all the front pieces. We're just enjoying the rest of the day while the hens basically clean themselves off. It's the next day. Just want to show you where I'm at. I started pretty late in the day. I got the last piece in, put the side on, and the landscaping fabric I have here, 4 feet and 225 feet long, which one row of that was more than enough. I did do both sides. So for this garden box, it's a little over, I probably would say about 65 feet of fabric. As for now, what I'm going to do is I need to support this back piece with the front piece. So I'm gonna see if I look for some 2x4s, put one on this side, one on this side, and then brace it in the center. This way, when it's filled with the compost and soil, it doesn't bow out in the center. That's the last thing we want. For something this size, I would say I probably would need to do that at least 4 times. Just to show you what I was talking about, bracing it on the inside. Have 2 long pieces going straight down and screwed, and then at the top with just scrap wood. You don't need good wood for this. These are some scrap pieces that I just had lying around. And this will keep our front connected to our back and preventing it from bowing out. So I'm gonna do 3 more of these, and then we can move on to the next step. I have all 4 brace in now. Quick tip, on the inside you don't want pressure treated. These are just some old pine that I had laying around, because if you're growing vegetables in your garden box, you don't want pressure treated wood in there. Once you put your landscaping fabric on the inside, and on the outside you could do the pressure treated. Supposedly the chemicals in the pressure treated wood can seep into the soil and get into the food. I don't know. Not a scientist. I'm an engineer and a handyman. Right now I'm getting ready to nail my first top piece.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity.
Picked up another 20 boards at the Home Depot. And the good thing is that they had them in stock, because I went to Lowe's and all they had was their junk, bunch of scraps that should be just sold cheaper, because there's nothing you can really do with them but small little projects. But they still wanted full price. Couldn't start early like I wanted to today because it started raining. So in the meantime, I made dinner. Some steak for the kids. Look at that. Handyman knows how to cook. And some beans here. And some white rice. Not sure if you can see that because it's still steamy. Since it stopped raining, I can go outside and play with some sawdust. I'm loading up the cart. As I'm loading up the cart, I noticed this. I don't know what that is. I hope that's not a mosquito, because that is huge. Here's my thumb. See the size of that thing? Whatever you are, don't sting me. Here's what I had got done yesterday. Taking a little soda break before I go back. Here's where I'm going to end this video. This was a fun project. Took a lot longer than I anticipated. I'm going to give it about 20 to 30 days for the wood to completely dry up. Then we will stain this. The top we are going to stain black. We will stain this natural cedar look, which this is the look that we're going for. But stay tuned. I will add on to this video showing you how we're going to fill the bed, stain, and what we're planning to plant. We did save a few $100 by going with the food grade pallets here. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for the next one. You have yourself a good one. Thanks for watching.